The right to know about chemical hazards on the job and in the community is now a reality. Labor unions with community groups from all across the country have won these important rights, the first step in protection from injury and disease at work. I'm Peg Seminario, Director of Health and Safety Activities here at AFL-CIO headquarters in Washington, D.C. We've put this program together to tell you about your rights under one of the key right-to-know protections, the OSHA Hazard Communication Standard. This video includes live footage from an AFL-CIO national teleconference on the right to know, where we brought together health and safety experts and local trade unionists from across the country, sharing what they've learned about how right to know really works on the shop floor. Whether you work on the assembly line or in the secretarial pool, the chances are you have to use chemicals to get your job done. Organized labor's recognition that we can stay healthy and get the job done has moved protection from hazardous chemicals to the top of our agenda. The leadership has come right from the top, from AFL-CIO President Lane Kirkland and from Lynn Williams, President of the United Steelworkers of America and Chairman of the AFL-CIO Standing Committee on Occupational Safety and Health. Contributing to our Right to Know teleconference were 6 of organized labor's most experienced safety and health experts. We heard from Deborah Berkowitz, Director of Health and Safety for the AFL-CIO's Food and Allied Service Trades Department, Rod Wolford, Director of Safety and Health for the International Brotherhood of Painters and Allied Trades, Michael Wright, Director of Safety and Health for the United Steelworkers of America, Jamie Cohen, an occupational health and safety consultant for the United Paperworkers International Union, Peter Dooley, an industrial hygienist with the United Auto Workers, and Eric Scherzer of Local 8149 of the Oil, Chemical, and Atomic Workers Union in Rahway, New Jersey. Eric is also Vice President of the New Jersey Industrial Union Council. Who gives you the right to know about the chemicals you're working with? Right to know is a federal right under OSHA's Hazard Communication Standard, and in 29 states, it's a state right too. Every employer covered by the law has to put a label on every container of hazardous chemicals, a label telling what's inside, what the risks are, and who made the chemical. For every hazardous chemical your employer uses, they have to have a material safety data sheet. That's MSDS for short. What's the chemical's name? What are its physical properties? Are there safety and health risks if you use it? How can you protect yourself? It's all in the MSDS. If the company assigns you to work with hazardous chemicals, they have to give you training on their time and before you ever touch a chemical. And the employer's got to have a written plan spelling out, in detail, how it's going to protect you and follow the law. That's what the Right to Know standard says. But knowledge by itself doesn't equal protection. That's where you come in. You have to be the chemical hazard police, the first line of defense against employer resistance or ignorance. You have to turn the right to know into the right kind of protection. That's your best chance of living in good health long enough to collect your pension. Right to know is the first step in protecting workers and the community from unnecessary exposures to hazardous chemicals. It's a right the labor movement won through job actions, grievances, testifying, political pressure, and uniting with our friends in the community. This videotape is part of a whole campaign to get the word out about the right to know through educational programs, television, and radio. What we start here, in the interest of our members, can pave the way for future gains to protect our safety, health, and environment. If you need more information about the right to know or want copies of this videotape, call us in Washington or contact your international union. We've won the right to know. Now let's make it work.